welcome back to episode 20. Didn't think I'd go past 2, let alone 20. We've managed to get some more stock, and we're going to start box openings again. I've actually done some today because I needed to get some space in here. As you can see, lots of boxes. 24 today and another 24 on Monday. So there's going to be plenty of stock coming. Something that did show up is the new packaging. I know there's been a couple of comments on YouTube and stuff about the packaging, the sealing. It's a lot better. There you go. You can see it better on that one. So, yeah, it's a lot better. Boxes seem a lot secure. Stuff's not falling out at the edge. Might not be as easy to reseal them. Who knows? So, I'm not going to open this one. Or should I? No, I'm not going to open this one. I'm going to put it back on the panel over here for now. Because we've already opened 4 off air. Because we needed to get we couldn't fit them all in. So what I've actually done is started to box them all up, ready to get put onto eBay. So that's the deck so far. Not so mentionable ones at the front, just like standard good decks, but nothing interesting or funny or anything like that. Now these are the ones that have shown up and have got some interesting facts or interesting bits in. So I'm going to go through 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's perfect for a it's like a deck box opening. So what in the 4 boxes that we opened, we've not seen a single horseman. Not even one of them. Not even a single one that's run away. So our first deck is, I don't know why I've put this one to one side, is Yancey Wealthy School Dignitary. Dis, Mars and Logos. For the life of me, I can't, unless it's something under the... Oh, there we go. It's pull the tear strip up. This one has the special Master of One in. Nothing untoward. It's not... I just thought I'd keep it out there. We are starting to label some of the good ones with gold. Basically just so I know that it's had something good in the big pile of stuff, so I can keep track of it. Also, if you look there, there is a new pull tab. Watch. Pull. Oh, it's going to make life so much easier. So that was Yancey. We have Igwood, the sample of Trini Peak, Brobnar, Mars, and Logos. Right, this one I am going to semi-open. So, he says this is really easy new tear strip thing. So pulled the tear strip off. Someone was asking last week for a zookeeper, so there's a triple zookeeper for someone. I'll try and find them on the Facebook sales group and let them know that we've got a triple. Charlatan Elder Souvenir Shine. It is a Brobnar, Dis and Logos, and the shiny thing in that one was the Master of 3 special. It's got a pit lord in as well. So let's have a look. Zoith, the Experimenter of the Alloy Gardens. What have we here? Creeping. Dis, Mars. Oh, there it is. Dis, Mars, and Untamed. Nothing major under any of the tear strips. We've got Creeping Oblivion, but we have the Terror from Mars, or in Mars, as a Maverick. And Mighty Tiger in Untamed as a rare. The Terror's usually a discard, so a bit of control. What have we got here? Oh yes, This one's for a friend. I think it was this one he was asking me about, but it's quite. Why is that one all the way down there? Interesting. Veldreisen of the passive Orphaneum. Basically, it has 3 dust pixies. 4 dust pixies. Looking at it, I thought it only had 3, but yeah, it's got 4 dust pixies, and a library access in there as well. Shadow Self, Old Bruno, Strange Gizmo, and World Tree. So Logos and Term Shadows. That one needs to go there. She that exhausts potency. Cool. So I'm still trying to see why this one's in here. It is a Dis, Mars and Sanctum deck, and for the life of me, unless it's something, well, there's an epic quest hidden under the. Can anyone see why I put that one to one side? Take hostages. There's no. It's got to protect the weaks. Has the little bugger snuck in there and I'll put that one over there. I don't know why that's in there. MX Airfare Costa. And we have another Maverick deck. So Brobnar, Dis and Shadows, and the Way of the Wolf. Into Brobnar. It's an interesting one. And there is Treasure Map, Tolas. Is there any others? Hectomb. Nothing under that. Oh. Long fused mines under the tear strip. So it's got a couple of rares in there. It's not a bad one. I'll give an explanation in a minute to why we're marking these up slightly different. So we have not at all muddy Deirdre. So we have Time Traveller and Help from Future Self. But we have 5 mother guns. 5 mother guns and a time traveller. That's a lot of mother gunning. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I did quite like the look of that one. And then Umberto of High Lake. He has Sanctum, Shadows and Untamed. And in the Untamed, we have library access as a Maverick. And a lot of Niffle Apes. Yeah, it's an interesting one. What's under the tear strip? Key Change. And Grey Monk. So, yeah. Quite an interesting Maverick. Noise, the Incubator of Hate. Right, this was a Zookeeper. It was the first one that we found. It was a double Zookeeper that someone had been asking for a triple. I think that's the triple one there. Triple Zookeeper. Morning Song of Woolcott. And this is Time Traveller deck. So we have Wild Wormhole, Help from Future Self, and Time Traveller. There's a couple of people been asking for Time Travellers. It's got a couple of other nice cards in as well. And then Svi Khan of the Anguished Great Hall. I'm going to have to say I've got no idea why I'll put this one aside again. Vemos Lightbringer, Knowledge is Power. Library access and a wild wormhole. Sorry, I shouldn't Again, I think it's one that's just got... But it brings us up to hour 12. So it's got a bumpsy in. Can't be too bad with a bumpsy. So that was the decks that I thought most of them, well, at least 10 of them were interesting. On the flip side of that, we're slightly changing how we're listing these within the shop. We've noticed a couple of people have bought, especially the Horseman decks, a couple of the Time Traveller decks, a couple of the ones with a lot of... I think one we had a 6 Niffle Ape deck with a Niffle Queen. Niffle, not Nipple, Lee. Wow. And we've sold them at, as we said we would do them at the £15 each. We've now seen them sell for a couple of them in excess of £50 each. It's a bit awkward. It puts us in a weird situation where people are going to make money off us trying to do the right thing. We might have to start charging a bit more of a premium on the really, really good decks. Everyone's starting to learn what a really good deck is and what a sought after deck is. And they tend to be sniping off the shop and then reselling them on to make a little bit more. I'd prefer them go direct to the person who wanted them. That's why we've kept out the Zookeeper decks. There's a lad asking for Zookeeper decks. There's another friend who's asked for... what was the other deck that was asked for? Time Traveller decks. They wanted to have a look at a couple of them. So I'm obviously going to give them first refusal because they're wanting them to play. I know them, and I've seen them at events and stuff like that. So I'll give them first refusal. And then it'll eventually come down to the £15 a deck again. And then it'll be whoever wants them. But I think some of the Horseman decks may have to go up for round about what they're selling for. Unfortunately, we didn't want to go down that route, but we can't police people picking up a deck here, a deck there, and then selling them on. I think one of them sold for £140 on Thursday night that we sold last week. It happens. I don't hold it against the lad. I just feel that we should be doing a bit more to get the product to the people who want to use it rather than get it to the people who want to make a profit from it. So we even thought about a patron system where you could, or a club system where you could join a club, pay so much and you get first refusal of the decks that come along, even at the £15. But we felt that was a bit cheeky to give people that sort of thing and have to pay for that sort of thing. So we're just going to go with any of the premium decks. We'll put a little bit extra on just to make sure they're not being sold off to get a profit, and then take it from there. If they don't sell at that premium, we will, again, like we do with all of the decks that we're doing, we'll reduce them within the batch. We'll put them into a batch that's 10 quid and then down to the idea is they'll drop from 15 to 12 to 10 to 8, then bottom out at a fiver for now. Give them 6 months, and we'll even drop some down to like £3 budget decks for people who are wanting to collect the cards, because there is people wanting to collect a full set of the cards no matter what deck they come from. So I even eventually go into singles. So that's it for this one. We'll be back soon with actual live box openings. So see you soon. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks a lot.